Hello everybody, GL1 here. Welcome to my online toy museum. And if you've watched my show enough, then you'll know that I love Optimus Primal. And I pretty much have, for the most part, every Optimus Primal that there is. I mean, there's a few out there I don't have, but for the most part, I have one of every category. Now, this one, you see the box is a little bit squished and everything, and well, that's what happens when you get things from Temu. You get things at a fantastic price, and they're not damaged, except sometimes the box is damaged. So that's what happened here, but it didn't really matter. All right, so we're going to quickly work backwards from this really cool 20 centimeter model kit, okay? But unlike other models, this one is super easy to put together and very durable plastic, and not, if you find putting models of action figures together obnoxious and annoying, this is not that. So that's a great thing. All right, so real quick, some of the history on Optimus Primal toys. I'm not going to show you all of them. You can check out, I have other Optimus Primal shows that will show you that. But basically, when we started with Beast Wars, we had an Optimus Primal, right, that looked like this. He would turn from a gorilla into this version of Optimus Prime. This is the Optimus Primal Red series. And, you got he's got his swords and he's got his shoulder guns, and the head moves around and everything. And, that's the Optimus Primal from 1996 in robot mode. That's what he looks like. And then we had, actually, I believe this came out before Rise of the Beast came out, but the toy was made, I believe, from looking at the date, before the movie came out. But the toy didn't really hit the market at Five Below until after the movie came out. And so this is a fantastic, for $5, not only for $5, it's just fantastic anyway. This is a fantastic Optimus Primal toy. It's small, but look, you have the guns in the forearms, you have the shoulder guns, they can come off. I mean, you really get a lot for your money. It has joints that got your ball joints, so they articulate really well, and very easy to transform and turn the head around, and then just flip the chest, and then fold that, and then stick these shoulders up, and then let's see, and then that, and then look, the back even folds up like that, and then you turn the waist around so it's robot waist, turn the legs around. You got robot legs, robot waist, robot toes, right? And look at that. You got yourself a really cool robot mode Optimus Prime, and then you could stick the guns on the shoulders, or he can even hold them. So it doesn't come with the swords, but that's just one more thing to have to worry about losing, right? And it's that chewy plastic that's durable. It's not going to snap on you. And the other Five Below Transformer toys, like the Optimus and the Bumblebee, are that hard plastic, and that it's durable enough, but this has that squishiness to it, so it's a little bit more durable, and they're not as complex and accurate as this. This is just a really great toy, and if this went for $10-15, which I still think is too much, but compared to other things that are $10 to $15, it actually could be in that range as far as the articulation and the complexity of its transformation. So look at that. I mean, the red was like $25 and this was $5. So what a bargain. All right. Well, then we came out with the Rise of the Beast movie, right? And then we came out with these guys first, the simple Transformer ones, and then you just turn it like that and flip that around, and boom, robot mode. And I think you just turn you turn the feet around, then you get robot feet. And for the most, and you know what? Effective. It's fine. And then you even have spots where you can put other weapons, but I save them for something else. But anyway, there you go. Now he's in robot mode. And it's simple, it's cool. And if you can get this for like $10 or so, or clearance for less, good for you, because it should be. All right. Well, then they came out with, the ultimate. Actually, it's this one. Yeah, the ultimate Optimus Primal, and it is. Okay, it is the ultimate. I get of that movie. Now I have a big white one that I've featured in another movie that's a third party that I think actually is the ultimate. But this one is really, really great, and you can stick all these extra little weapons on him, from the movie. Now, do you think it looks dumb with all these weapons on it? I do. But you can do that. And it's also a good way to store the weapons so you don't lose them. But so this is, Cheetor, who turns into a sword. And then you have, I always forget the name of the crocodile or alligator guy, but, that turns into a gun. And then look, you have actually a tiny little Optimus Primal transformer that turns into a gun. But you can see there he is, little tiny Optimus Primal, and he's very cute. And he's been in one of my shows too, an Optimus Prime. And you can go to my playlist and just look up Optimus Primal and find the other shows. And then you have a tiger, like a Tigertron or Tigerbot kind of guy, and he turns into a crossbow. All right, so if you were a tiger, would you want to turn into a crossbow? I don't think so. All right, and so here you go. You got your Optimus Primal, and look, he can point his finger. Look at the individual articulation of that finger. Love that. And you have the three fingers are all together, but they articulate separately as well. And then you have your sword, and you can take your sword and stick it together, and it becomes like a double-sided sword, like Darth Maul, right? In Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. And you have your guns up here. Now, they don't have the springs like the original 1996 Optimus Primal, where it was spring-loaded, but you can push these and they pop out. This is more of an adult toy, and they don't really care about, spring-loaded weapons. And so here you push that, and then, boom, pop up your forearm guns. Now, if you look at the 1996 one, in one side it has a mace, that's a skull, and on the other side, not only does it have the forearm weapons, but it pops open and has like a spring-loaded weapon launcher that fires 2 missiles. All right, and so, in here is the head. You can see underneath, and then you flip that around, that becomes a gorilla. And again, you can look at my other Optimus Primal show and see how that transforms. I'm not going to transform this here, though. I'm just going to keep him in robot mode. All right. Well, then they came out with the Studio Series 106 Optimus Primal, which is really cool. Oh, you know what? Real quick. Here's something cool on this. Check this out. You can take his mouth. You turn that, and you turn that around. I've never seen this before. This is really cool. And then look, he's got talking mouth. You want him to be quiet? You turn his head around. And then now he's shut up mouth. Okay. Which means he's going to fight. He's done with words. Okay. So there, that's cool. All right. So this guy here, you have him like that, right? And this is your Studio Series, very nice model, okay, of Optimus Primal. And robot mode, you can see it looks a lot like the Ultimate one, just smaller. And he comes with a couple features. He comes with the battle axe, all right? And it comes with the sword. The sword combines together to become a double-edged sword. So you can see it's got the hole on this side and the peg on that. So it does the same thing. And then it has the chain thing, which honestly is kind of, to me, is dumb and doesn't work that well. But that falls apart too. But I don't know. I think it just would have been better if they used like a real metal chain. I mean, McFarlane's Spawn action figures use real chains. So why not do that here? So you can do that. It just, I don't know. It just seems it's stiff, I guess if maybe it just gives a look that they like. But you see, it's not easy to get it to stay in there. It actually took quite a bit. I don't know. Maybe you missed that, but it pops out easily, and it's not that easy to stick in. Okay. So and that pops off. So I really don't even like playing with the chain. And then it comes with this part here that is the key, right? The time key. All right, so anyway, this show really isn't about this fella either. What it is about is the Optimus Primal model, and that is great. So they're all great in their own way. So here he is, Optimus Primal model, all right? And excellent articulation. You see that? And look, you really get the detail on these like hydraulic joints, you know, have all that in there. And that, okay, that pops off, but it's meant to pop off. You can see it's easy. It's part of the model when you put it together, and it's easy to put right back together. It's just meant to move, and sometimes you might move it the wrong way and it pops off. Now, getting it back on can be a little tricky because the joint moves on you. Okay. All right, there. So that folds up over, and you have good articulation in the hands, and just look at all the the hydraulics. Look, you can see it's like it moves and everything, so it's very realistic looking. And it does not turn into a gorilla. It stays in robot mode, okay? But you can see the hydraulics in the back, right? I mean, just really gives you like a more detailed view of the Optimus Primal action figure. And the swords, they combine into the double-edged sword again. So, and just a nice silver paint, real bright and shiny. And they connect a little differently. So they connect like that, and they go opposite of each other. But then it fuses together like this. And then you have a little accessory bag. And so try not to lose these things. And then you have different hands. So you got the wait, come back hand. And then you got, I'm going to give you, if you had a 5-knuckle shuffle or you want a knuckle sandwich hand, and you can do the same thing on both sides. And then you got the pointing finger, like, hey, stop messing with my friends. And then you also have different face. So you can change it to the open mouth. So you could see that that's just going to pull apart. You can pull that apart and stick that up in there. And then you have Optimus Prime, open mouth. I always like Optimus Prime, closed mouth. I just think it looks better. But if you want to have him be able to have a conversation with his mouth open, you can do that. So there you go. So that is that, the way he comes. And the way it comes to you, I think, is important to show. It comes in this box, and it's not a lot of pieces. That's why I saved the box. So, all right, so he comes apart. He comes to you just a little bit in a few pieces. It's really not that many pieces. And it's just push it together. That's all you got to do. You just push things together. So, I guess you can kind of pull things apart. See? So it's just, see how that just pushes right in there? And you just push that in and it stays in there. And then look, you get all this great toe articulation, the leg articulate, look, the foot articulate, and then if it pops off, no big deal. You can just pop that back on. But you can get this, as far as the positions that you can put this in, it exceeds the others. You even have that extra hip movement. Look, so like if he's kicking, you can move that hip lower so that you can get a good martial art kick, in the head and everything. So you can see this is just a really great model. And this goes for somewhere around like $33, $36. However, if you hit it at the right time on my best friend Temu, you can get it for about $20. So an awesome model. But, is it worth more than 20? Definitely. So it's just fantastic. And look, you even have this little spine piece that moves there. So you really get to see, look at how you can see, again, all the shoulder joint hydraulics. So there you go. It's a really cool Optimus Primal model that doesn't take long to put together. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll be talking to you soon. Take care.